to speak a little bit about the selection process. I will speak in English, but to take any questions. This is our center in progress. كل روادنا عملها دي معنا اليوم and عندنا center that will be ready in a couple of months. So that means we're square all to receive you, to guide you, to consult you, to provide you the space, the tools necessary to take your ideas to the next level. Our principles within the center is building confidence, getting consulted on a continuous basis, getting funded, and I know you're all waiting about, okay, where do I get my check? It's coming. Launching your ideas the minute you've already launched, helping you take your business to the next level, and that's the accelerating your business principle. What have we done to date, ladies and gentlemen? Distinguished guests? Since launch in June, we have over 65 members and increasing on a day-to-day basis. We had consulting hours for these 65, over 250 hours of consulting across all functions: legal, administrative, marketing and communications, strategy, finance. We sat with the entrepreneurs on a day-to-day basis, meeting 2 to 3 a day, if not 4 in some good days, sharing with them what makes their business plan more sound. We facilitate funding vehicles with our partners, some within the group, others outside of the group, and you'll be hearing about some of our partnerships with financial institutions very soon. And I'm very excited about that. Zubair group of companies also opened their doors to many of the SMEs. There's right now discussions happening with one of our small enterprises and one of our subsidiaries to take their products and services across the region, starting with Oman and going out. Memorandums of cooperation, and that was the whole strategy of the center. I was talking with a good friend and a partner from Bexwahab today, and he said, the key thing about sustainability of any center that focuses on small enterprises is planning. We need to plan before we start running, and this is what the center wanted to do. We started saying, how do we get global recognition? So what do we do? One of the first MOUs, or memorandums of cooperation, was signed with the International Network of Small and Medium Enterprises out of Rome. We reached out to Rome and said, we'd like to learn what makes a good SME center. How do we get the message across to everybody in the world that we are serious about what we're doing? They gave us the criteria, we applied, we've been evaluated, and within a couple of weeks, we were recognized within this network that we are serious about supporting small enterprises. Following that, we decided there's something missing about our entrepreneurs. They're coming to us, but they're missing that educational depth in finance, in accounting, and marketing. Some have it, some don't, but it'd be nice to push that thought before they become the entrepreneurs that they want to be. So I looked around the nation, I said, what better than to seek out Injaz Oman and their beautiful, great program supporting students in schools. That to me was the completion of the ecosystem. Start with the students, educate them, build them, help them graduate in the program, and then have them graduate into the Zubair Small Enterprise. So Shabib, hats off to you. Continue what you do. You have our full support. Then we were reached out saying, how do I get the entrepreneurs' message and brand out to different countries? The Owners Forum out of Germany, who are now bringing the partner to Impact, have a program that supports small enterprises out of Tunisia and Egypt and countries coming thereafter. We came together with the Owners Forum and said, let's increase the branding of your SMEs with ours. Let's let them educate one another. Let them unite and share ideas. And based on that, we signed a memorandum of cooperation with the Germans to take our SMEs global. And today, they are now chatting with our SMEs, chatting with Zubair Group of companies, chatting with companies in Oman to bring their expertise in and us to take it there. And my last memorandum of cooperation that we signed was, yes, with one and only Sharaka Fund, which was only of recent, a fund that's already established, a fund that needs no introduction, that has supported SMEs on a pillar of increasing Omani folks in the market, training them, educating them, and of course, taking them to the next level. And there's more MOCs coming down the pipeline. So the plan is pretty solid, and we're continuing that mission. But then people ask, well, how did you select these entrepreneurs? We started in June, we've got over 65 members, and now we have 8. The process is very simple, comprised of 2 stages. When we launched in June, we asked for a business plan. The business plan comprised of 8 sections. Please fill out the business plan that has all these sections and give us your thorough, comprehensive data on your business plan. Believe it or not, many of them did not submit a business plan. Some of them left half the sections empty. That to me was a variable for disqualification and moving on to the next sample of ideas. This is the business plan format. As you can see, we ask for executive summaries, introduction of their ideas, SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of their business plan, 5-year plan for growth, which includes expansion opportunities, human capital, marketing plan, demographics. We look at finances, and we'll dig deeper there soon. Risk management, some thoughts and some appendices. Very straightforward. Any business entrepreneur should have this information, and we shared this with them. And for those that have questions, we actually had one-on-one sessions to help them fill out this information. So nobody was left out in the cold should they not know what we intend behind every section. We then rated them, and you get a score of 1 to 8, whether you met the criteria of the section or not. This then funneled me to the next stage, which is rating against criteria. Between myself and my team, comprised of course an expert in office management and administration, an expert in research, an expert in communications, and an expert in business advisory. We sat around the table and said, here's the criteria. Let us start rating the entrepreneurs against these criteria and see how they or succeed. Personality, experience, the characteristics of the product, service, and the market, financial considerations, and then the venture team. So entrepreneurs, if you're wondering why am I sitting in that chair, it's not because you've got a pretty face, you're a good guy, it's because you've met these criteria. You have successfully met every single one of them and rated higher than your colleagues. The passion that you have, the eagerness to succeed, helps me with the personality criteria. The questions we asked when we put your name against this criteria: are you capable of continuous, intense effort? Can you put up with Hani on a day-to-day basis? Can you react to risk? Can you articulate in discussing your vendor? Can you actually tell me what you want to do? How is your detail in your business plan? And is your personality compatible to managing change? With some consultants, with some entrepreneurs, they came to me and said, this is my business plan, I'm not changing it. But your business plan tells me you want to be selling your product in Harrods in London by next year. But Habibi, did you sell it here in Oman before you got to London? No, that's it, that's my business plan. Others say, help me get to London. That is my vision. Great. Let's see if your vision is to reach London and sell your product at Harrods for a respected price. Let's work on the local market. Then we move to the regional. Then we can go global. Those are the folks that got my ears. Those are the folks that we continue continued assistance. Your experience. What's your degree? What's your experience in the workforce? Do you have education that helps you with your venture? Do you have a team around you that are experts in what they do? These are the criteria that help us really rate the entrepreneurial experience. Your product or service, is it proprietary? Is it something new? Can it be protected should you grow? How is the market going to accept your product? Do you have something that we can see, touch, feel, and maybe taste? Is the product or service that we have original? The market. We all said, let's start local, go regional, then global. What are ways that we can help you enjoy significant growth? Have you elaborated on that? The venture, will it stimulate the existing market? Is there a need for your services? What are some niche characters? What distinguishes you from the rest of the crowd? Is there a little threat of competition during the first year? And if there is competition, how are we going to manage that? We go back to your niche characteristics. Are you creating a new market, or is it a market that already exists and you add something new to it? Now here's where the sweat came, especially when we went back to our finance folks and said, okay, we love these people. We really think they've got the passion behind it. But to give them money, the people in finance really want to see, does their project make sense? Is it a sound project? Is it going to be sustainable? Our partners, our financial institutions, come to me and say, you know, they're good people, but did you look at their numbers? So we said, okay, we better look at the numbers and really dig deeper into their numbers. For many, we educated what a feasibility study was. We showed them revenues, expenses. We explained to them that giving me an expense list is not enough of a feasibility. We challenged them and said, you have to think, how much of your product or service will you sell? Well, I don't know. Well, if you don't know, I don't know. And if we don't know, how can we get money? So we sat them down and said, you've been working for a couple of months. You've been working for a year. How many have you sold of your product or service? Well, I've sold this, but the assumption is that great. Now let's start thinking about that potential business revenue that we get. We help them calculate returns on investment, return on capital. We help them understand that they're missing some of the expenses that they should include in their feasibility. We created cash flows for them, tools that they've never seen before or heard about in school. And they said, wow, this is how I look in numbers. I'm like, yeah, pretty bad, huh? So don't get upset when a bank tells you, sorry, we reject your opportunity. Because that's the first thing that comes to mind. We go to banks and they reject us. But do you blame banks if you don't show them this? How can they give you what you need? What we do at the center is we give you the tools necessary for you to go to a bank and say, I'm a member of ZSEC, and here is my business plan, feasibility study, marketing plan, HR plan, risk management plan. Where do I sign? And this is how much I need. No, you're giving me too much, bank. I only need half of that. That's the position I want you to be when you go to financial institutions. But you give them positive growth numbers, you show them operating self-sufficiency, you show them a net profit margin that to them is exciting, you show them these ratios, they cannot turn you back. You'll be sitting at home saying, hey, you know, I've got 4 or 5 banks want to give me money. Well, where do I go? That's the position I'm going to help you get. And on this basis, we rated the entrepreneur. Last but not least is the venture team. Who is the venture team behind you? Are you a one-man, one-woman show? Do you have a team of many youths all working together to make it happen? What are the experiences that you brought together? Are you all working with your hands to make your venture a success? Or are you a one-man show that oversees an operation and hired expats to do the work for you? That's not a bad thing. But do you get the same rating as 4 or 5 Omanis working then? This is the rating of the venture. So on this premise, we looked at all these areas and came up with a good rating of 8 shortlisted nominees for the Zubair Small Enterprise Direct Support Program. I was asked today, well, what do they get? What's this direct support program? Well, we mentioned it in June, and we'll mention it again. The services that we offer is more on-hands, day-to-day business management of the 8 entrepreneurs. You are now officially a member of the ZenSec Incubator Program. You are now officially, or will officially have a desk to work from, to think, to strategize, to put your ideas together, to work on your marketing plans, to work on some of the social media aspects of your venture, to talk to suppliers regionally, globally, and potentially locally from our offices. You have access to our mentoring network, professionals that may be sitting in this room, executives, excellencies that you may call and say, I need your help. What do you think I should do? That network we're building for you. All our work plans, our tools will be available. Our partnerships that we're doing, strategic and service, you'll have access. Our workshops, the first being started on the 19th of this month by Zena on branding and advertising. That's something that you will attend and you will learn about the basics of advertising, branding, and PR. Of course, access to our events. And last but not least, and I always say last but not least, funding offers from Zubair Group, from our partner financial institutions, from our partners that are not financial institutions but who are willing to sponsor you. That pool will be available to you on a priority basis. That is the direct support program that you are now part of. So we'll be calling on you. I need to pick up the call. I'm going to be working on the cars. You got to pick up my call when I call you. And that is the program that you're all a part of. But now you're wondering, well, who are these 8? Show us. Why do they deserve to be part of this program? Well, we prepared a quick documentary. We interviewed every single one of these entrepreneurs at their place of business. And we put it together in a little video for you. So I hope you enjoy it. Because I did. I watched it last night after a long day at work, about 9 o'clock, and I watched it again this morning, and I watched it a few minutes ago. I just can't stop watching this video because I'm excited just watching these entrepreneurs come to life. And they haven't seen The Last of Us, and I salute you for the hard work. So let's watch their video and learn more.